y'all know what time it is. You know, the nighttime is the right time to be with the hobby you love. Night and day. So, during the daytime, I make instructional how to videos on, how to create headpieces and other accessories. You've seen me do other accessories as well. And at night, I'm just doing it, so you can just watch me go along. I will, add a few comments, my commentary as I go along, but less instructional, just more of doing, practicing my craft. One thing I have to say is that with these hats, um, I've already sewn my sweatband and my label on the inside. And can I tell you that, and I'm probably the only one who will tell you this, underneath your ribbons, this isn't dressed yet, there are a lot of sewing sins. It is hard to sew in a circle. I mean, it's not the easiest, and with this material, especially when it's pretty stiffened, it's challenging. So, look at that. But we're gonna cover it up with our ribbon, so you're not even gonna see it, okay? But yeah, it's not uncommon. So don't get discouraged and go, oh my goodness. If you're gonna cover it anyway, it's all right. Just try to get it as close as you can to the crease, but you know, at least it's not up here. Then I'd have to put a big bow up there to hide it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start off by putting the satin liner inside, and this liner is gonna be easy to take out and hand wash and clean should they need to. So you can already see the way I'm putting it. It's going to be too tall. So I'm going to cut my band, my satin liner. I'm going to say about here. I have some tailor's chalk. I've already marked where I'm going to cut it. So do some cutting, shall we? And I tell you, I know with time, with time you always get better at your skill. And with time I'll get better at this. But you know what? Time isn't here yet. So until then, we're not going to have the most perfect hats, but let me tell you, we will have a passionate hat, honey. Whatever headpiece I make with love. You hear me? Love. That's right. I'm just marking where I'm going to cut so this will fit. So that this will fit. Okay. Oh boy. Look at that. Huh. Maybe I should have come down. Let's see. And this is made kind of two-dimensional, so alright, I think me following that line will do it. And then I should be able to fit my satin liner in my hat. Okay. Alright, we're going for it. This is such a pretty satin liner. I don't know what kind of flower this is, but it's nice. Okay, let's see if this will fit. Where it splits, I'm gonna put this near the center back of the hat. Oh yeah, this is gonna fit just nice. And let me turn it inside out. There we go. Yes. You know, some say they put a little glue. I don't know how I feel about that. Because I feel like when people sweat, what happens to glue? You know, it melts. It softens up. I don't know. I prefer not to do glue until I have one of my hat clients say, hey, it slipped out, then maybe I'll use glue. But these sweatbands hold the satin liner pretty well. They hold them pretty well. Yeah, I like that satin liner. Looks pretty good, right? Okay, so now we're going to I'm actually going to do two. I'm going to do two bands. This is the back of my hat. You always have to remember that so you know how to place it. Because let me tell you what I did. I put the label on one of my hats. I put it in the front. And I had told a customer, I'm sorry, I said, honey, I put it in the front so you always know. You always know who made the hat. Of course, I gave her a discount off the hat. But I tried to make it seem like it was intentional, girl. It was intentional. Who says you have to have the tag in the back of the hat? Who made that rule? That's what I want to know. Who made that rule? Okay, I was just being silly. So now what I'm going to do, some decide to sew the bands. I am not. I'm going to use a little adhesive. I just wanted to see where I was going to place my band. And of course, this is being difficult coming off. Okay. And I'm not going to put it all around this headband like icing. I'm just gonna put it in a few places. And it's important for this adhesive to dry and get tacky. Where my insomniacs at? What time is it where you are? Welcome, welcome, beautifuls and handsomes. I'm just putting this, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry. I had a little handheld fan I would put on this, but we're just gonna do the manual fan, okay? I would say, I don't know, give it a little bit. Just practicing up here, yeah. Okay. Being tacky is very important. Okay. I tell you, every time I do this part of it, I always feel like I'm decorating a cake. Maybe because of the roundness of it, and the way it's on a pedestal. It reminds me of a cake. Now, mind you, I am not a cake baker at all, but it just reminds me of that. I'm using non-toxic fray stop adhesive. Let it get a little tacky. I do know I'm going to end up cutting this ribbon. That's what I do know. What I like is that with this adhesive, it doesn't come through the material. You know, I've used some um, adhesive in the past, like your hot glue guns and whatnot. They come through the material and it looks like a wet spot. You don't want that. You want to use adhesive that's really not going to show, you know. You don't want it to look like you just used adhesive. Okay. So now that I've done that there, I always like cutting at an angle. To me, it just looks more suave. I'm not going to worry about closing this just yet with adhesive because I'm going to put on another ribbon over this because we fancy. Oh yes, honey, we are fancy. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do the same, but I know exactly where I'm going to put my adhesive. That's why I like to position my ribbon so I know exactly where my adhesive is going. It's going to be going right there. Okay. How was your day, guys? Did y'all have a good day? My day was good. You know, during the day, I'm a hairstylist. And when I went in, you know, it's wintertime. It's hat season. People don't want to leave the house. They're broke from the holiday spending, paying off the credit card bills. You know, January is usually one of the slower months. And I went in today. I had one client, and I said, "Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be a half a day." And you know how you look forward to it being a half a day, right? I'm like, "Yeah, I'm leaving at 2 o'clock." All of a sudden, I get calls. Can I come in now? Can I come in at 5? Next thing you know, I had 3 and 4 clients. I'm like, how did this happen? But I'm not mad at them. I appreciate my girls. I really do. Okay. So, yeah, we'll let this get a little tacky. It just sticks a little better. I would normally have my little, I need to work on getting batteries in my little handheld fan. Just let it get a little tacky. Doesn't take long. It doesn't take long at all. Doesn't take long at all. Okay. Yes, honey, yes. You know, I always, when I do my hats, I always wonder who is going to bring this hat to life. You know? And I always try to add some sort of interest or something to my hats. Okay. So, I'm really liking how this is taking shape. What I'm going to come through and do here, this that's open, I'm going to just take this pretty little guy. Now these lapel pins, once you remove this butterfly back, it is so hard to get them back on. It really is. Well, let's see. All right. So I'm going to come them under here. Get my ribbon in position. Pinch it through the felt without pinching myself. I feel like I'm piercing somebody's ear. This is not easy to get through. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this backing will work. Nope. Let me see. I'm pushing. Can't see what I'm doing because it's so dark under there now. So what I'm going to do, I knew that was going to happen. I'm taking a rubber back, you know, the kind that you put on the back of these earrings, costume earrings, and that's what we're going to put to hold this lapel in place. Okay, we got it. It's in there. We got our pin holding that up. We surely do. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to add our feathers. But you know what? With my feathers, I can put them in here, but uh-oh, that has tape. I kind of want these feathers to stick, so I'm just going to use a little hot glue on the spine, just a little bit, not on the end because I got to stick this in. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right here. I just don't want it to lift up. I learned this because I have had hats where I just stick it in the feather and then it pops off. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. And then this one can go right. Let's see. That'll go in front. I think I kind of want kind of like that. Is that good? So this, I'm gonna put it a little further up. Okay. So it'll lay down behind the orange feather. Pick up some of that hair. Yeah. Come on. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with it. Got my little sandpaper. I like her. Would you wear her? And I feel like my hats are unisex. I could see a fly guy or a fly girl wearing this. I really could. Okay. Yes, honey. This is the inside. This is the outside. I did not make this for my head shape, but oh wait, I'm not wearing it with the feather. Hello. There we go. Yeah, we like her. All right, guys. Sweet dreams.